Hello there and welcome back to News Center here on KTN News. A lot we're covering for you in this 2 hours of the show. One of those stories that we're about to get into discussion on is shoppers are still flocking stores to purchase subsidized maize flour, prompting stockists to limit the amount of packets one could buy. Some supermarkets in Nairobi, Nyeri, Kisumu, Kakamega, Eldoret, Thika and Nakuru ran out of 1 kg and 2 kg maize flour packets that were retailing at 47 and 90 shillings respectively. In some parts where the government-branded maize flour had not yet arrived, retailers reduced the price of the brands on the shelves. But even as consumers enjoy the reduced prices, various players, including traders, small millers and the Consumer Federation, are asking questions ranging from distribution of the government-branded product, price controls and alleged skewed allocation of the grain.
Last week, yesterday we have written to him and he has completely refused to see us. That means he has no goodwill.
All right, and let's talk more about that. Peter Kuguru, who you've just seen in that short clip, is joining us in studio. On my extreme right, he is Chair, United Grain Millers Association, and also representing small millers in this particular discussion. And Bonke Komwai, who is a Director, Youth Affairs in the Jubilee Party. Thank you both for being with us. So talk to us about your concerns with the new measures that have been put in place following the crisis.
Yes. Let me greet the viewers and tell them that my name is Peter Kuguru. I'm the chairman of the United Grain Millers Association, made out of approximately 60% of all millers in Kenya. Kenya consumes about 3 million bags of maize per month. And the small millers, mostly made out of African millers, their capacity to mill the 3 million bags is 60%, so they mill approximately 1,800,000 bags every month. We also have the CMA, the grain millers made out of 26 wealthy, big businessmen who mill about 40% of the capacity. And I want to thank the government for coming up with a subsidized maize program to the benefit of the consumer. But I must say that whilst the idea is good, the intention is good, the program is badly thought of. There is no wisdom in doing what they're doing, and the government has ignored the 60% small millers who handle most of the grain and who reach the consumer. I would say at this stage the minister, Honorable Bet and his ministry have concentrated in dealing with the 26 big millers for the reason we don't know. And the small millers have completely been ignored.
So your issue with the manner in which this has been handled is that you're not getting part of the port. You're not being able to get the profits. You're not being able to cash in rather on the exploits that the big millers are.
The small millers were promised 100,000 bags, which would last them only 2 days, and they have not even been given. So the maize meal you see now in a supermarket and everywhere is being handled and produced and distributed by the big millers only. And they're doing a miserable job. And the government is going to fail badly in this one. In fact, this scandal is going to be bigger than Watergate. And I would recommend seriously that the president considers the handling of this program to the extent that he may need to sack Bet, because Bet is not using the wisdom that is being given by the market. He's ignoring the forces of supply and demand. And when you supply such a little quantity and lower the price,
right,
people are going to kill each other.
All right, let me bring it to Komwai. You are with the Jubilee Party, and they have received heavy criticism over the last weeks leading up to these subsidies to almost half the price of the maize and meat the other. And largely the question has been, why did the government allow this situation to get out of hand, to get to this point where they knew about it, they were focused, the projections, that things were bad, but still it was let to run away up until where we are now?
You know, unga issue, it's a serious issue because we are talking about food. When we heard of the crisis, we felt it actually, and the importation process was on board. And now all these things you cannot do them within a month, and everything will be conceptualized. So if you had associations like now the small millers are complaining, the government tried to do away with the brokers in between. That's why today 1 kg is 47 shillings and 2 kgs is 90 shillings. We were trying to reach to the common wananchi without involving brokers who take this thing from at 90 shillings, then selling it to wananchi at 120. So criticism must be there, and we are very much ready about it. But if you talk to Kenyans, go to the street, Kenyans are appreciating. So the question they've been asking, after how long is this thing going to be like this? I want to promise them that these are some of the implementation we are doing as Jubilee Party. We've been experiencing drought for the last 2 years. It's not just a matter of maize. Even the veggies, we have problems with the greens in this country because of the environment. So what we are going to do, and this is going to be one of the manifesto in 2017, we are going to create boreholes in each and every county. So instead of us importing maize from outside, places like Turkana, they can do their farming without any pressure, even the Rift Valley.
So let me jump in and cut you short because we want to go to Nyeri County, to one of the supermarkets. But you talk about a manifesto going into this other election cycle. You have had 5 years in government. There are over 7 irrigation schemes. Galana Kulalu was that brainchild of Jubilee that was meant to come and sort out all these problems. Drought is existent in other areas, but we have not seen lack of maize when it comes to, especially in the East African region, with cereals to this level. This is a situation you had the president talk about when he was in London, saying that they were well aware of what was happening, but what they were trying to cut short is the disappointing the farmer, so they let the shelves in the supermarkets run empty, and the Kenyans, ordinary wananchis, who suffered at the end. So many listening to you this morning would not be very optimistic about another 5 years if it's going to be the same. You cannot have 5 years to just realize that now we need to have more boreholes, with all due respect.
You see what has happened. Some of these businessmen, they're also involved in politics. We know some of the suppliers who have been there to put their maize, and they don't want to bring them into the market. They were waiting for Kenyans to be disparate of unga. Then now they can extort money from Kenyans. So this is what we've tried to block. That's why you can hear complaints are coming all over. These are some of the challenges. Each and every government must have its own challenges. So
right.
The maize issue, it's being handled. I think since independence of this country, we've never purchased unga, yeah, with the economy we are having at 47 shillings at 1 kg, even during the coalition government. So Kenyans should also be patient with the government, and
yes, that's a temporary measure.
We are not requesting
it's
them.
Not permanent.
No, it is permanent.
Well,
it's permanent. Hold on, let me go to my colleague who is in Nyeri County. We want to have a look at the situation on the ground there. Karen Derry, good morning to you. I understand you're in Nyeri County, perhaps one of the supermarkets or stores there, to have a look at, do we have maize, unga, in the shelves, or what are the residents there saying?
Yes, Sophia, very good morning to you. Siasa za unga, the politics of love. But here in Nyeri County, they seem quite happy about the subsidized prices. We are in Samrat supermarket, right at the heart of Nyeri town. And this very venue, yesterday we sent out pictures of people who were scrambling coming to get flour, perhaps in fear of the 90 shillings flour running out. So still, day 2, people are still coming, flocking here at Samrat supermarket. Perhaps if you can just talk to some of the shoppers. Habari yako ndugu, naona umekujia unga. Tueleze unaitwa nani? Tuko moja kwa moja kwa KTN News.
Habari yangu naitwa Francis Maina. Mimi ningetaka kushukuru serikali ya Jubilee kwa maana ukienda upande wa Samburu, Turkana, watu walikuwa wakikufa njaa, na serikali ilikuwa na tegemeo ingine ambayo inaweza saidia wananchi kuhusu maisha na jinsi maisha yanaendelea sana kwa mtu wa kawaida.
Naona umekujia unga sasa, umefurahia bei kushuka. Ilikuwaje hapo awali kabla bei ishushwe?
Unajua, kabla bei hashuka, mtu alikuwa kwa mapato yake alikuwa akitaka kununua ile kadogo tu, lakini familia hawezi kashiba.
Ulikuwa ukikula nini? Bado mlikuwa mnakula ugali sima pale nyumbani ama githeri? Sasa ilibidi ufanye nini?
Sasa hata githeri ilikuwa ghali sana, mtu anunua hata hii ya ngano, kwa maana ndio ilikuwa tegemeo letu la mtu wa kawaida. Chapo.
Sasa utachukua unga, naona kuna kipimo cha unga, wanasema usizidishe pakiti 3 hizi za kilo 2, uwezi kupata zaidi. Unakujia ngapi wewe?
Sasa mimi nakujia kitu kama 2 tu. Sawa.
Asante sana. Asante, siku njema. So let's just talk to more of the shoppers here at Samra Supermarket. We can see Maina there still getting more obvious purchases. Habari yako, unaitwa nani? Tuko kwa KTN News. Naona umekujia unga, uko na katoto hapa nyuma, uko na familia. Umekujia unga, tueleze zaidi.
Mimi naitwa Mama Shiko. Nimefurahia sana kuona unga imeshuka. Belani hatukuwa tunafurahia sana, lakini sasa tuko na furaha kwa sababu ya serikali ya Jubilee. Kwa sababu sasa unga naweza nunua 90 bob, lakini hapo belani nilikuwa nanunua 150. Sasa maisha ilikuwa juu.
Ilikuwa imebidi sasa ubadilishe chakula chako. Unajua ugali ni chakula ambacho kinapatikana kwa watu wengi hapa Kenya. Ilibidi ufanye nini wakati bei ya ugali ilikuwa juu sana?
Sasa wakati mwingine unaenda hivyo, unaona unga ya chapati iko chini, ndio unanunua, lakini unaona sasa boga ziko juu. Unajua chapati sometimes tunakula na viazi na nini, lakini gharama pia iko juu ya viazi. Maziwa iko juu. Hata sasa tunaomba serikali hizi vitu zingine waweze kutushushia ndio tuweze maisha at least ikue.
Asante sana, siku njema. Maybe lastly, if we could talk to somebody from this supermarket. Kindly come closer, tell us your name and who you are here at Samrat Supermarket and how it has been since the subsidization of the prices of flour.
Okay, my name is Alex Mwangi. I'm the accountant in Samrat Supermarket. Hii unga iliingia jana, the subsidized one kutoka kwa serikali. Customer wetu wamefurahia sana, na sasa imebidi hata supply haimit demand. Sasa imebidi tunaambia wengine wachukue packet 3 ndio kila mtu, at least kila customer akikuja ndio apate, asikuja alafu akose. So we are happy for the government.
Okay, yesterday we were right here at Samrat and we saw very many people coming. Ndio unasema imebidi museme kwamba mtu asinunue zaidi ya kiasi fulani. Is everybody happy with that you're limiting the number of packets one can buy from here?
Okay, customers wameelewa juu ilikuwa saa zingine wengine wanachukua mbili moja hivi, so ikaonekana wengine watakosa.
Okay.
So wamefurahia na wameridhika.
Asante sana kutoka Samrat Supermarket. Lastly, perhaps just one more shopper we could talk to. Kindly tell us your name. Are you happy with the subsidization of the prices of flour? And what are your comments regarding that? How has life been for you with the inflation?
I'm Gishuke Jero, and I'm very grateful to the government for lowering the cost of the subsidized maize to 90 shillings. Na nashukuru pia juu kitambo tulikuwa tunanunua at 150 na maisha ilikuwa ngumu kiasi. So I'm very grateful and I would like also the government to lower the prices of milk, sugar and the other commodities. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Gishuki. Yet another shopper here at Samrat Supermarket. As you can see, Sophia, people are still coming in. There are some ladies trying to compare the prices of maize flour. And there is a polite notice here. They're limiting the number of packets one can buy. If I could just read out the notice. Our esteemed customers are requested not to take more than 3 packets of the 2 kilogram flour or 6 packets of the 1 kilogram flour of maize meal to enable us serve all our customers, meaning people are still coming. The demand perhaps outrunning the supply, but just grateful that at least now they can afford the flour and there'll be more ugali on their tables. Remember, Kenyans and ugali, well, they're inseparable. And it has been quite a challenge for many Kenyans. They're still complaining about the price of potatoes, they're complaining about the price of milk, price of sugar, so they're still requesting the government to go on with the subsidization of the prices of food commodities. Sophia.
Carol, if you can hear me, I hear many of them happy with the government for stepping in and this subsidy. But briefly, do they understand that this is temporal? It's a reprieve, but it's not going to be the situation throughout, that things may not always be as they are now with 90 shillings for unga? Carol?
I'm not quite sure they understand that this is temporary.
Would you ask one of them that?
Yes, Sophia,
yeah,
I can hear you. Karibia tafadhali. Yes, let us just talk to one of them. Unaitwa nani ndogo? Tuko kwa KTN News.
Okay, mimi naitwa Geoffrey Matukeama.
Geoffrey, una maoni gani kuhusu kushushwa kwa bei ya unga?
Hii mimi naona serikali imetufanya mzuri sana sababu njaa ilikuwa mingi. Hata watu wengine wanalala njaa, lakini huko mashinani watu hawaoni. Wengine wale wako huko juu wanasema hawezi teremsha unga sababu walinunua bei kali. Na wakati inateremshwa, wakati inapandishwa wanapandisha usiku. Wanaficha ndio kesho wauze na hiyo bei.
Sawa Geoffrey, unaelewa kwamba hii ni temporary. Ni kwa muda tu, kuuzwa kwa shilingi 90 shillings. Si kitu ambacho kitaendelea kwa zaidi ya kipindi fulani, it's just temporary. Unaona kama hilo ni jambo linakufana?
Ni mzuri sababu hata njaa ya siku moja mtu anaweza kufa, lakini siku mbili sasa utakuwa umekula siku mbili na unaongeza siku nyingine moja. Na tunajua ya kwamba hiyo ni kawaida. Vitu naisha, kesho naongezwa, kesho kutwa na teremshwa. Kwa hiyo sasa hiyo ni kawaida. Hatujali, lakini sasa imetusaidia sana.
Kipindi hiki.
Kipindi hii tumetusaidia.
Asante sana Mwada Geoffrey. Maziwa pia sukari tukimalizia?
Maziwa na sukari. Hata sukari ni naona haijateremshwa, sijui kama imeteremshwa bwana.
Sawa, wamesikia kilio chako. Thank you Sophia. Some of the shoppers here at Samrat Supermarket.
Yeah, thank you so much, Carol Nderi, live for us in Nyeri County. Just getting the feel from the ground, the locals there to hear what their thoughts are on the subsidies. And we want to get some more of that from Mombasa County now. Francis Mtalaki in one of the stores there as well. Francis, good morning to you. Talk to us about the situation there.
Let him guest, yeah. Good morning, Sophia and my colleague Carol Nderi from Nyeri there. We are here in Mombasa in one of the Uchumi supermarkets here along Moi Avenue, and right as you can see, the packets of unga sponsored by the government of Kenya have arrived here in Mombasa, and they are retailing at 90 shillings per 20 kilograms packet of unga here. But what we are witnessing here, maybe the packets that are available here for the unga are from the unga for Taifa, but basically other products such as Dola and other packets of unga are not in one of the shelves here. But we can indeed also confirm that the Jogo is still retailing at around 155. This is a 2 kg packet of unga here in Mombasa, and possibly here in Mombasa also you can be able to remember, you can be able to associate that most of the residents here also they also use some of the other products such as a packet of wheat here, which is also retailing at around 115. And now I'm joined by one of the gentlemen, maybe unaweza songa karibu, who was also here, is one of the clients who has been coming to shop here around. Maybe unaweza kutuambia labda, na kuona una unga wa Taifa hapo awali kabla unga uweze kubadilishwa kuja shilingi 90. Hali ya maisha ilikuwa vipi kwako?
Kwa kweli hali ya maisha ilikuwa ngumu sana bwana. Ilikuwa babu nakwambia unatuma nyumbani kama 2000, wiki moja kitu imeisha tayari bwana. Wako unaona wao wanakula ama nini, lakini hali ya maisha ilikuwa iko hivyo bwana. Ilikuwa iko tight kabisa bwana.
Na sasa nikuulize, bei ya unga imeshuka, lakini kwako unaona ni afueni itaweza kukubadilisha kama Mkenya wa kawaida?
Kusema kweli mambo na kuhusu unga ndio kitu kama niseme ni kitu ambacho muhimu sana kwa watu wote bwana. Hata ikipandishwa kitu yoyote, lakini kama unga iko chini, hali ya maisha itakuwa nzuri kidogo, naona sasa.
Na kwa sasa naona hapa kuna ni unga ambayo iko inaenda katika bei ya 90, ni Taifa peke yake, na kuna jogoo bado iko katika 155. Kuna pia nini products zingine. Wewe mwenyewe ulikuwa unatumia nini hapo awali?
Kusema kweli mimi ilikuwa mara nyingi ilikuwa natumia Taifa, lakini hii zingine pia ilikuwa in case nikikosa hii ya Taifa ndio nilikuwa nachukua hiyo. Lakini Taifa tuseme hiyo ndio nzuri sana, nilikuwa naipenda sana. Lakini vile mimi ni kwa hiari yangu, kuna wengine bado wanalia kwa sababu ile chaguo lao halijageuza vile wanataka wenyewe.
Lakini nataka nikutoe hapa katika supermarket ama hapa umekuja kununua. Pale nyumbani kama unaishi Kisauni, Bamburi na wapi, kuna zile mitambo midogo ambayo unaona labda watu wengi wanakuja kununua kwa sasa, labda katika pitapita zako unaona labda kuna mahindi pale watu wanaweza kununua, na wengine wanakuja kupata ile unga wa kusaga.
Ndio. Kusema kweli mpaka sasa hii kuna hizi shop ndogo hapa bado wanasema wana stock ambao walikuwa washenunua tayari gali. Kwa hivyo kuhusu mambo na changing of hizi mabei iko vile bado wanasema wana clear ile stock yao, na ukiangalia wanasema ni kweli kwa sababu wamenunua bei kwa ile unga kwa bei hali ya juu, alafu hawezi kuuza 90 hivi tayari ghafla. Hiyo tuseme basi kule vijijini bado iko tight, bado bei iko juu.
Ina maana kwamba ndio umeweza kutoka kijijini ukakuja town kuja kutafuta unga?
Mimi wajua weekend huenda home, alafu wakati mwingine huwa nakuja, yani liko universal yani.
Shukrani. Lakini uko tuambia jina lako bwana?
Mimi naitwa Victor Jindwa.
Well, Sophia, that was one of the clients who have been are here at Uchumi Supermarkets, and now I want to talk to the manager of this area, probably to shed more light with what the client has just talked about. We're seeing there's some shortage in terms of the products around here. Only unga wa Taifa is available. What does it explain?
What is happening after the reduction of the prices to 90 bob? Some of the suppliers, they are still, we are waiting for stocks from Dollar. We are waiting for stocks from Unga Limited. Currently, we are selling Jogo at 155 because this is the old stock that we had. But we are expecting to get the new stock with the GOK, the price for 90.
I understand that the Kitui flies or the Dollar are just around here at the corner of Shimanzi, but their products are not here.
Yes, we are expecting Kitui flour mills before the end of the day. Yes, true.
And so how has been the response in terms of the clients and the unga that you're selling here?
The response is very, very positive. Some of the customers were thinking that this must be yellow maize, but this one is white maize, so there is no problem. We are doing very well. In fact, the customers are responding very well. They are buying. Yesterday, there was a customer who came, and he thought that this maize here is yellow. But when we opened, we found it is white, so they are very, very positive. Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Bona. That was Mr. Albin Nyangala, who is the manager of this branch here at Uchumi in at Moi Avenue here. And this is the situation here, Sophia. And so I'll want to take you back to Nairobi. Sophia.
All right, many thanks, Francis Mtalaki, live for us from one of the supermarkets there in Mombasa County. Notable was that some prices are still, of some commodities, some brands, that is, unga is still at 155 for the 2 kg pack. So they're yet to get new stocks, new supplies, as we've heard from the manager of that supermarket. But I want to take you now to the National Assembly. The Agricultural Committee there is...